Good evening, everyone. So today I'm going to read some notes that I take that I took before. Yeah, I read the book Sejarah Hukum Islam di Nusantara abad 14 sampai 16 Masehi. This book is written by Ayang Utrizayakin, PhD. Yeah, he is one of my lecturers in this university. I entered his class once, and at the time I was amazed by his intelligence on Islamic law, on manuscript. So, and my friend told me that he has book. So he has good book. The book told us the history of Islamic law in Nusantara. That he said that the people say that, for example, Aceh used Islamic law since Aceh Sultanate, but Ayang Utrizayakin proved that it's not so. The sources actually is not Islamic law, but custom law were dominated. So yeah, his argument against the general argument that people know. Yeah. And when I read this book, I was amazed by his sources because he used many manuscripts. For example, Batu Bertuah and also Undang-Undang Melaka, which I think not many people understand those manuscripts, those literatures, because it's difficult to read, to understand manuscript if you don't have any ability to read Pagon, if you don't understand Melayu, for example, if you don't understand old language, what I so called old language maybe. So yeah, and also he has sources from France and also Netherlands, which strengthen his argument. Okay, so just let's read some notes that I wrote before. Okay, for the first one, it's about Samudera Pasai. So the first one, he talked about actually what madhab, what Islamic law of thought that Samudera Pasai applied at the time. So many people say that it would be Shafi'i, but according to him, according to the author, actually Samudera Pasai didn't apply Shafi'i at all of cases. For example, it's about the hukuman zina, the hukuman reward, punishments for zina, and also it's about jizya. So for example, in jizya, according to Syafi'i, jika penduduknya adalah penyembah berhala, maka jizyah itu tidak dapat diterima. Hanya ada dua pilihan, dibunuh atau masuk Islam. Namun Samudera Pasai tetap menerimanya. This discussion is actually because the consequence of Darul Islam and also Darul Harb. Samudera Pasai kan considered as Darul Islam, and the area, the territory outside Samudera Pasai, then the people are still kafir, they are still not Muslim, so those territory considered as Darul Kafir, or for example Darul Ahdi maybe. So if those people want, so Samudera Pasai, agar mereka itu tidak diperangi, maka orang-orang Darul Kafir tersebut itu harus membayar jizyah. Nah, masalahnya adalah dalam mazhab Syafi'i, ketika orang-orang tersebut yang Darul Kafir itu adalah penyembah berhala, maka konsekuensinya adalah mereka itu dibunuh. Kalau misalkan mereka nggak mau masuk Islam, for example, maka konsekuensinya adalah dibunuh. Ya, yang kayak masuk Islam. Dan tidak ada keterangan dalam mazhab Syafi'i tentang adanya tentang membayar jizyah, diterima jizyahnya ya. Sedangkan Samudera Pasai itu menerima jizyah dari orang-orang tersebut. Kemudian the second chapter is talk about Aceh Sultanate. Jadi tadi yang argumen yang chapter pertama tadi itu ya sebenarnya nggak terlalu Syafi'i banget, tapi dia juga mengadopsi dari mazhab-mazhab yang lain, atau juga ada di beberapa kasus di beberapa kasus mereka juga menggunakan hukum adat sebagai sources. And the second chapter it's about Aceh Sultanate, and the main argument that he proposed is that hukum yang berlaku bukanlah hukum Islam seperti kebanyakan persepsi orang. Hukum adat lebih mendominasi. Lebih spesifiknya di Aceh lebih sering menggunakan hukum sultan. So he specify the term of with or by using hukum sultan. So the law that decided by the sultan, by the ruler. Actually I don't understand because he is overlapping to use some word. What actually hukum adat means? What actually hukum sultan means? Can we say so? Is hukum adat is hukum sultan is considered as hukum adat, or actually the ta'zir, because we know that actually ta'zir is right for the sultanate to decide. So is it hukum Islam, the ta'zir? I mean, if the law is decided by the ruler, is it ta'zir, right? And ta'zir is part of hukum Islam. Yeah, actually I don't know, but let's see what he says. Yeah. For example, di abad 16 dan 17, benarkah hukum Islam atau adatkah yang berlaku? Bagi perzinahan ada dua hukum saat itu. The first, mati bagi laki-laki, budak, dan menjadi budak bagi perempuan. Dan ketentuan ini tentu sangat berbeda dengan hukum Islam yang kita ketahui di kitab-kitab klasik. Karena ada klasifikasi statusnya, misalkan gimana hukumnya kalau dia muhsan atau ghairu muhsan, dan hukumannya kan juga berbeda ya. Kalau misalkan muhsan itu nanti misalkan dirajam terus dan sebagainya, ada tagrib arm. Nah, sedangkan dalam konteks Aceh Sultanate in this period in 16th until 17th century, muhsan or ghairu muhsan never been considered. And actually when I read the book, I want to throw my laptop because the punishment that decided by the Sultanate are so barbaric. Why? This is pada abad 17 saat Sultan Alauddin Al-Mukamil, ini merupakan report dari Francis Martin de Verte, melaporkan bahwasanya hukuman zina adalah dibunuh dengan gajah, ataupun bagi laki-laki kemaluannya dipotong, dan bagi wanita dicungkil matanya dan dipotong hidungnya. Jadi hukum-hukum tadi, kalau misalkan laki-laki kemaluannya dipotong, kalau misalkan wanita dicungkil matanya dan juga dipotong hidungnya. So I think this punishment we never heard in classical text, in Islamic classical text, in four mazhabat. The Sultanate decided what the law that a zina face, so that he said that the law for zina in this sultanate was actually sultanate law, is not Islamic law. And he provided us some example, but it's better for you to read the article because you will be shocked by the evidence that the Sultanate in Aceh, the ruler in Aceh Sultanate, decided many cases by punishing yeah, I can say it's so barbaric, and I couldn't imagine this punishment because I thinking about blood, and also cutting cutting bodies. And for example, in other cases also, in Sultan Al-Kahar, the punishment of cutting hand is applied to every criminal, not only thief. Yeah, wasariqatu faqta'u aydiyahuma. So in Islamic law, in fiqh, we know that the punishment for those who steal, for the thieves, the punishment is cutting hand. But according to the author, in Sultan Al-Kahar period, the cutting hand is not only applied for the thieves but for all criminal. Yeah, he provided us how the law, minum khamar, and also the killing, etc. And the next, so the conclusion is that memang hukum itu bernuansa Islam, tetapi sering melebihi ketentuannya. And the third chapter is pergulatan antara hukum Islam dan hukum adat di Tengganu melalui batu bertulis. So yeah, the sources is batu bertulis. So it's rock, it's stone actually, but it's written on it, and it has some writing, some information regarding Islamic law. He said the main argument is that hukum yang berlaku adalah hukum adat dan hukum Islam hanya menjadi alternatif. Why? Because ada perbedaan hukum between the elites and also the ordinary people, the society. While those ordinary people face Islamic law, for real rajam, for example, the elites enjoy the custom law. Misalnya zina dengan bayar. Misalnya, if the elites did zina, sexual harassment and social, zina, but he could membayar diat instead of rajam. And the next one is we come to Melaka Sultanate. So here kita meneliti teks Undang-Undang Melaka yang mengungkapkan bahwasanya sumber utamanya adalah hukum adat. Ini sebenarnya sih argumennya itu untuk menentang tesis bahwasanya sumber dari Undang-Undang Melaka adalah fikih juga. Sedangkan menurut author, the source of Undang-Undang Melaka is Fiqh al-Iqna karya al-Asyarbini. Ya, beliau menguji tentang wali nikah, ijab qabul, saksi, talak, dan hasilnya bukan hanya dari mazhab Syafi'i, melainkan juga dari mazhab lain. So that he said that the source of this book is Fiqh Iqna karya Asyarbini. Kemudian untuk karya selanjutnya adalah karya tentang fatwa Kiai Haji Ahmad Rifai dari di Jawa ya. Yeah, actually I'm not so engaged with this chapter because I don't understand it. It's quite not related to previous chapters, so I just skip it. Yeah, that's all for me. So we can see here, and I think this book is great. As I said before, that he uses rare literatures, manuscripts, and also the reports from French, Netherlands, which not many people understand, not many people can access those sources. So I really appreciate, I really enjoyed reading this book. But as I said before, I don't really understand. I mean, he has to classify what does it mean by hukum adat, hukum sultan, hukum Islam, because at sometimes it's gimana ya? Maybe I haven't understand what I say. But yeah, but I think that's enough for me. I just want to learn how to speak English spontaneously. Okay, see you in the next review.